And welcome back to SA Sports Show. I'm Greg Anderson, my co-host Barry Curtin. I like this segment, Barry. Controversy Corner.
Yes.
What about that?
No Bevo.
No Bevo. No, that's okay. We don't need him. We don't need him.
We don't need anybody.
I want to bring this up, and I haven't spoke to you about this at all. The third umpire for cricket. I mean, I'm just trying to get my head around it, and I know very little about cricket, but the number of conversations I've had over the last sort of week and a half, I just can't believe the disappointment in something that is it's worldwide. Yeah. The technology would be multi-million dollars of technology. And they give it only a few times an innings.
Yeah, a couple of times. You're allowed a couple of reviews. I don't agree with it because the reasons why this was all brought in the first place was to stop the howlers, the howler decision, the shocker. That's why it was brought in.
Yeah.
So the ump can't just go, no, not out. Then the fielding captain's got the, he's allowed to go, hang on a minute, no, that's a shocking decision. He nicked that. It was, so bang, you go upstairs.
Yeah.
Now,
I like upstairs.
Even though
I think upstairs is great. I like that part of the game.
So
I think tennis is doing it, footy's doing it. Yeah. I think the technology's there. Let's do it. But why only a couple of times an inning? I scratched my head. It's lost us that test game. I mean, there's no question.
Well, that's right.
And at that stage,
was out.
He was out. He was out.
And that's why.
So we'll just leave that technology, the most, millions and millions of dollars worth of technology up there because we only want it once or twice in innings.
Well, can you see the couple of guys sitting up there in that box, sitting up there and looking at this Stokes get LBW and go, whoa, wow, if that comes up here, he's gone.
He's gone.
So, but it doesn't come up because Australia have already used there too.
It's ridiculous.
That's going against what the rule was brought in for. The rule was brought in to stop the howler. Now that is a howler.
Yeah.
The non-dismissal of Stokes was a howler. So use it.
I mean, even tennis have, I think they have six.
They use it well.
They use it well. I mean, that's ample, and I believe that's ample. 6, but 2, I just don't understand it. Why even have all that expense and that technology?
That's right. I couldn't agree more.
For 2 times an innings, I just think it's really disappointing in the way that I'm speaking for the norm here. Yeah. That we would have won another test.
I still think that our guys panicked a little bit. With that first review with the LB that clearly wasn't out.
But is it that bad to ask the third umpire that's up there to say, "Can you have a look for me?" It's going to take another 30 seconds of a game that's pretty slow anyway.
I agree.
At least that's a little bit of excitement,
I agree. They should have gone up with that one. I should have been allowed to go to that one and say, "Listen, hey, hang on a minute, that's a howler. That's out. Go upstairs straight away." He would have been out. Australia would have won, and it sounds like sour grapes, but no, it's not. I keep harking back to the fact that the reason this was done in the first place was because umpires had the ability to give not out to a batsman who was clearly out. Out. So
yeah, I agree with it.
And that's why it was brought in.
But twice?
Well, that's right.
It's crazy.
That's right. And that's over 5 days.
Now, let's go into another... Yeah, another 5 days. It's crazy. Yeah. And we're talking hundreds of overs.
Well, 2 innings. You had 2 in the first innings, 2 in the second innings.
It's crazy.
Yeah, terrific.
A lot of controversy about both coaches at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Are you happy with both being where they are, both sitting ready for season 2020?
You're talking Adelaide, Port Adelaide?
Adelaide, Port Adelaide.
Oh, I'm happy for both of them, absolutely. Yep. A lot of people have jumped on Hinkley, which is... To me, it's very sad because if you think about what he did...
It was a poor year last year.
Yeah, but if you think about what he did at the end of the year...
Yeah.
At the end of last year, okay, that wasn't a good year.
We're sitting 4th, by the way.
You're gone.
We're sitting 4th.
Yeah.
Last 6 weeks to go.
You're gone. Yeah. So he got rid of some gun players. Go to the board first. Yeah. Wingard.
Yeah.
Polak, good players.
Polak was great last year. Wingard was average.
That's right. But
very average.
So they chopped him.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to go for
Lysehart.
Give me a couple of years.
Rosie.
To develop this team now because I'm going to get rid of some deadwood.
Yeah.
Now he's obviously been given the okay by the board and everything else to do that. So give him time to do it. Because now he's building.
All right, that's good.
I think on the flip side with Adelaide, I think they may have held on 1 year too long with a few.
Right. Yeah,
That's
good
all.
call. Yeah.
Just maybe 1 year too long.
Tex has been under pressure for a long time, hasn't he? You know, and I think making him that dual captaincy was, in the end, I mean, he's already said if they don't want me to captain, I'm happy to stand down. Obviously, that was a lot more pressure than he thought it was, and it didn't work.
Didn't work at Albert either, I don't believe.
I don't think so either. I mean, Ollie Wines gets injured, you know, on a skiing accident and a few issues as well.
The club's acknowledged that, I think.
But I certainly think that, you know, probably for the Crows' point of view, you know, leading into the season, they actually looked. There was a lot of issues before the season even started, and a lot of it was off-field and had really not to do with that 120 minutes of playing.
Exactly.
So I actually really pleased that Tom Potts got another year. I know there was a lot of, there was certainly people on either side of the fence there. Because I think a lot of, he didn't seem to have control of a lot of the outcomes, especially off the field.
That's true. That's true.
You know, there's a lot of powerful men at the top of that club.
Look, I just think they held on too long with the premiership window.
Yeah.
They talk about the premiership window. Okay, we've got a good group, which they did have.
I know.
Let's hold on to them and win a flag with them. You know.
Some of them looked tired, didn't they?
Very.
Some of them looked tired.
Yeah,
you know.
very tired.
I mean, I know Lynch had a bit of an injury this year. You know.
There's a lot of them at average years.
Yeah.
And
they look tired.
I just think they held on for 1 year too long. Now they've got themselves in a position where, whoops.
Yeah, I know.
What do we do now?
If we move him and him, we're going to have to start again.
And the other thing, Greg, is that external review, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of these things because, well, ask Alan Stajic, Matilda's coach. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
See, because you're talking about four guys who've got nothing to do with the club coming into the club, not knowing anything about the club,
Making
and they're
some
not going to
big
go in and
decision.
do a 4-week review and then come back and go, no, everything's all right. They've got to justify their position.
Of course they do.
So they're going to go in there and go, bang, bang. Greg Anderson's no good. He's got to go. He's no good. I don't like him.
But is it the way football's going now? We're talking big business now. We're not, we're not talking, pint of Coke on the Mount at Albert back in 1976. And,
internal review, yes.
Yeah.
With your own people, but not an external review. They have to make a decision. They have to justify being put on a panel. So someone's in the firing line. Is it Pikey? Is it Burton? Is it Fagan?
There's a lot in the firing line.
Is it Rashudo?
Exactly, yeah.
Their fans have gone berserk over Rue's comments, which were twisted.
He was angry. He was angry, but as vice chairman of the football club, you don't say those sort of things. Is he vice chairman? Oh, he's on the board. He's on the board.
He's a director.
Yeah.
But he made the comment, and they jumped all over him. But that's not what he meant.
Yeah, I know.
I know what he meant. Rue's a typical country.
But you got meant, and you've got the board of directors.
That's right. That's right.
It's fact. It's got to be fact. And
at this stage, I'd say they're in a bit of trouble.
I'm telling you, Barry, this segment's the best so far.
It's great.
You've been fantastic. I'm absolutely so rapt to ask those couple of questions because now it's as clear as mud. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
And we're back after the break.